Okay, so we've got our garden plan pretty much figured out. We had to reevaluate what we had on our list of what we were going to have. Initially, we had our list that we had to go back out to the garden and double check and write down what we had. And we realized that when we were first playing with our thoughts, we'd forgot a whole bunch of different things. So as you can see here, I have also double checked what I allowed for space last year and double checked what the recommended space for square foot gardening is for each of the different kinds of vegetables. And so we've got it planned out that we're going to give our beefsteaks approximately 2 feet wide and 1.5 feet, 2 feet by 1.5 feet to get 8 plants in this space here. Then we will put our peppers. We've got 8 and 8 to 16, 20 different kinds of peppers in here. Then our cabbages and broccoli and Brussels sprouts and our brassicas are at the bottom with our beans climbing up the trellis. Now, one thing to consider is some vegetables do not do well beside others, so we have to look at our companion gardening because cabbages and brassicas do not do well beside tomatoes thanks to our little bugs that like the cabbages that will also harm your tomatoes. And then on the other side, we'll put the Romas around the same spot based on the excellent yield we had last year. Yellow guys in the back and the Tiny Tim, a little bit more space for him because he sometimes is a lot bigger than expected. Then allowing 9 squares or the equivalent of 3-foot square for the zucchinis, the crookneck, and the patty pan. We also forgot to allow some space for some lettuce. The Swiss chard, like I said, was already there from last year. And again, more beans up the side. All the way around our garden is chicken wire fencing that goes up 4 feet, so there's lots of room for everything to grow up. Our cucumbers are going to also be on the trellis with our peas, and we'll do succession planting for the peas as well. And you can see over on the far side where we kind of remodified our list. And we now have marked down how many of each item we've got, plus we've got some seeds to put in and how much space we were going to allow for each one of them. And now it's just a matter of getting out there and waiting for it to be a little tiny bit warmer for us to get some of these in. The plants we got yesterday are in a covered area until the frost warnings have passed, which should be into the middle of next week. So now the fun begins, getting this garden actually planted.